She lit a match and lit my world, then vanished while the flames unfurled. Now all that's left is her perfume, drifting like smoke in an empty room. Her voice still lingers in the halls, but love don't answer when silence calls. The pictures fade, the dust resumes, as I sit alone in this living tomb. She was fire and I was doomed. Now there's smoke in an empty room. No doors to lock, no breath to share, just burned out echoes in stale air. She was light and I was gloom. Now there's smoke in an empty room. The curtains hang like funeral veils. The clock ticks loud, the color pale. I see her shape in every flame, but shadows don't return the same. I call her name into the ash, but ghosts don't ever answer back. This place was once our sacred bloom. Now it's just smoke in an empty room. She was fire and I was doomed. Now there's smoke in an empty room. No doors to lock, no breath to share, just burned out echoes in stale air. She was light and I was gloom. Now there's smoke in an empty room. I light the match, I fan the flame, but nothing brings her back again. She was fire and I was doomed. Now there's smoke in an empty room. The scent is gone, the air stands still, and love has vanished past my will. She was light and I was gloom. Now there's smoke in an empty room. What we had burned out too soon. Now there's smoke in an empty room. Met her at the edge of town, where the dirt turns soft and the moon hangs down. She wore a veil, black as pitch, her voice a prayer, her touch a witch. She said my fate was long foretold, buried deep in stories old. But I followed her without a fight, drawn to pain that felt so right. She kissed me like a grave digger's bride, with a promise wrapped in like coal, and now she owns my weary soul. She kissed me like a grave digger's bride. Now I lie still, and she walks wide-eyed. She whispered songs I'd never heard, of drowning hearts in blood-soaked words. I gave her all, she gave me chains, then laughed beneath the falling rain. Now every tombstone calls my name, every wind repeats her claim. I sleep beneath a cursed sky, while she drinks tears from those who cry. She kissed me like a grave digger's bride, with a promise wrapped in cyanide. Her love was cold, but I burned like coal, and now she owns my weary soul. She kissed me like a grave digger's bride. Now I lie still, and she walks wide-eyed. In death I found her final bliss, forever marked by her last kiss. Checked that box for 70 days, through heat and hail and clouds of gray. I wrote her a line she'd never read, lit candles by the words I bled. No truck rolled up, no postmark found, just torn up hopes and hollow ground. The only ink that stays the same is the silence when the mail never came. The mail never came, the truth hit slow. She left me where no letters go. Each empty fold, a cold refrain, another nail from love's remains. They say goodbye, just part of pain, but she said nothing, and the mail never came. I watched that box until it rotted, like every vow she once had dotted. The stamps still wait, the pen runs dry. I count my lies beneath this sky. They say time heals, but time's a thief. It steals the hope and leaves the grief. I still walk down that gravel lane to stare again where the mail never came. The mail never came, the truth hit slow. She left me where no letters go. Each empty fold, a cold refrain, another name just part of pain. But she said nothing, and the mail never came. The wind just laughs and speaks her name, and still the mail never came.
I nailed my shadow to the wall, just to prove I still exist at all. The light don't move, the time stands still, and the quiet's got its own kind of kill. I talk to ghosts that bear my face, eat my meals in an empty place. No one knocks, no voices call, just my shadow nailed to the wall. I'm still here but barely so, like a tree in winter with nothing to show. She took the spark, she took it all. Now I'm nailed beside my shadow on the wall. I mark the days with a blood-red pen, but they all feel the same again. She was the sun, I was the shade. Now all I know is how silence fades. The world keeps turning far away, but I'm locked in dusk that won't decay. Even hope don't dare to crawl, since I nailed my shadow to the wall. I'm still here but barely so, like a tree in winter with nothing to show. She took the spark, she took it all. Now I'm nailed beside my shadow on the wall. There's no more light to fear or chase, just me and time in this frozen place. I'm still here but barely so, like a name that time won't know. She took the sky, left just the fall. Beside my shadow on the wall. No light, no love, no rise or call, just my shadow and the wall. Faces the eastern hill, but light don't come and the air stands still. She used to hum at the break of day, now silence takes her place to stay. I leave her chair just where it sat, coat by the door, untouched hat, the breeze forgot which way it blows. And here I sit while the window stays closed. The window stays closed, the world don't shine, no footsteps echo down this line. The porch is quiet, the clock ticks slow, and I forget what I used to know. The house don't breathe, the sky don't show. Since she left, the window stays closed. I boil black coffee just for the smell, but the cup stays full and it tastes like hell. I talk to her in empty rooms, answer back with ghostly tunes. The bed's untouched, the frames turn brown. I wear her memory like a hand-me-down. Each night I hope the wind might blow, but it never comes and the window stays closed. The window stays closed, the world don't shine, no footsteps echo down this line. The porch is quiet, the clock ticks slow, and I forget what I used to know. The house don't breathe, the sky don't show. Since she left, the window stays closed. At me, too bored to try. The window stays closed, the curtains torn, the view's the same as the day I was born. The fire died, the night won't go, and I sit still where shadows grow. The sky might cry, the cold might snow, but not for me. The window stays closed. She left her light, then turned to ghost. Now nothing moves, and the window stays closed. To be a place where the water ran clean. Now it's just dust and a dying machine. The fields are cracked, the crows don't cry, and the prayers I whispered never reached the sky. She left when the crops gave up the guy. The well went dry and she walked away, left me alone with skies of gray. No words, no last goodbye, just the sound of the land as the well ran dry. She took the spring from under my skin and left me cold where love had been. Talk to the dirt like it talks back. Sit on the porch with the world gone black. That old rocking chair don't creak no more, just like the silence behind her door. I light a fire but I feel no heat, just ash where love and water meet. Time don't stop and tears don't lie, but even sorrow can't make me cry. The well went dry and she walked away, left me alone with skies of gray. No words, no last goodbye, just the sound of the land as the well ran dry. She took the
did I. She drained me out till I ran shy. No hope to plant, no strength to try. Just cracked earth and an empty sky. She took the spring from under my skin and left me dry where love had been. I pour my heart where the roots won't lie. Still nothing grows, the well went dry. We planted lilies in the spring. She swore they'd bloom through anything. But come the fall, her eyes grew cold, and every petal curled and rolled. She said, love dies in open air, then vanished like she was never there. Now I walk alone through fields so wide and bleed beneath where the lilies died. She loved me once, or so I hoped, then left me with the dreams we wrote. No sun, no prayer, no stars to guide, only silence where the lilies died. I tried to water what she left, but love don't bloom in quiet death. Her name still echoes in the breeze, like broken vows caught in the trees. I kneel and weep, no tear replied, just ghosts that bloom where lilies die. She loved me once, or so I hoped, then left me with the dreams we wrote. No sun, no prayer, no stars to guide, only silence where the lilies died. The roots run deep with all I hide. She left me where the lilies died. She poured her lies like vintage rye, smiled soft while she watched me die. Eyes like storms, hard, cold, and mean, a preacher's girl with a devil's lean. She left a letter, no goodbye, just lipstick prints and alibis. Now I ride through towns half broke, swallowed up by her perfume smoke. There's whiskey in her wake, and ashes where I lay. She kissed me once and cursed my soul, then vanished in the grave. No prayers could undo the ache. There's only whiskey in her wake. Feared to tread a flame that burned my faith to shreds. The taverns talk, the windows shake. They say she leaves a ghosted ache. I still wear that old black coat, blood-stained cuffs and love gone cold. Every mile's another bruise from loving her. There's only whiskey in her way. If I see her one last time, will I forgive or cross the line? There's whiskey in her wake, and graves that bear my name. She taught me how a heart can break, then rode into the flame. No heaven waits for fools like me, just whiskey and her memory. Dust and silence fill the night. She's gone, but never out of sight. She walked the aisle in a gown of coal, with vows that chilled the strongest soul. No choir sang, no church bells rang, just crows above and rope that swang. Her lips were red, her eyes were glass. She kissed me once, then let it pass. I said I do, but should have known she'd carve her name into my bones. She was my bride in black, no white veil, no turning back. She loved like fire, died like stone, left me buried and alone. Forever bound, no time to track the ghost I wed in a dress of black. She said love was a loaded gun, pulled the trigger just for fun. Now I wake with blood and dirt, and vows that ache like gospel hurt. They speak her name with heavy breath, a tale of roses and sudden death. I wear the ring, I keep the pact. For better or worse, she won't come back. She was my bride in black, no white veil, no turning back. She loved like fire, died like stone, left me buried and alone. Forever bound, no time to track the ghost I wed in a dress of black. I still see her down the track, the bride I lost, the bride in black. She knelt by the cross with a crooked grin, prayed for love, then reeled me in. Her lips were wine, her soul was fire. She made me a saint, then fed the pyre. They warned me, son, don't love that girl, but I dove headlong into her world. Now I bear the cost of every loss, left staring at her shadow on the cross. She left a mark I can't erase, like thorns pressed deep into grace. She's gone, but Lord, I pay the cost for chasing her shadow on the cross. She walked away in that midnight haze, with hymns that twisted into praise. No priest could cleanse the stain she gave, no grave can hold what I still crave. She loved like sin, dressed up in white, and vanished with the morning light. Still I return, no matter the cost, chained to her shadow on the cross. She left a mark I can't erase, like thorns pressed deep into grace. She's gone, but Lord, I pay the cost for chasing her shadow on the cross. The altar's cold, the flame is tossed, but I still see her shadow on the cross.